caught. It's Wilson. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 20.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's past the 30. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, scramble play, everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd, I can't slide early, I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Goes to the shovel pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Sturdivant. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Taken down at the 49. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Ball. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on 2nd down. trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Looking to scramble. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to run for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires left. He's got it. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Wilson. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Flagway. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And here comes the money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Glagway. He'll throw it. Makes the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turns on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Glagway. Grabbed over the middle. It's Livingston. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Lost a throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's caught. It's Wilson. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field. To give the defense credit, they were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now you're second.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Livingston. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed, try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they were able to corral him for a huge loss.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. On the ground, it's Jackson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will open from the 15. Hands it off. Creates a little space. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Brings up second down.
We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we... The third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And when you're
down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's Jackson. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
He'll feel the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Got a first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him.
Turning it on! All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Running play to the left, working for the end zone here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He wants to change this route. Trying to barge their way in. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one and get you the score?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They get the score and maybe a little extra time with the trainers in recovery after the game as a result of that hit.
He's going to be taking an ice bath after this game. This is a physical defense, and this quarterback knew coming into this game he was going to have to make plays like that. He knew he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to get punished, but you're just seeing so much maturity. So impressive watching this quarterback play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Got a man, it's Smith. And the defense... Immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. On the run, it's Donaldson.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And how about the defense? They're trying to end this thing themselves. You got to lead. You're in a good spot. 2 sacks in a row. Now forcing a 4th down late in this football game.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Holds it in on the left. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and... He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy.
Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out.